It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
I almost ignored them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 10. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Carr. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun now on third down, Carr. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Play action. Now Wilson. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
14, running.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now it's Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Gibson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
They'll go. It's Gibson. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second down and 8. A quick throw there out to Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
They'll run with Gibson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, You're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They're going to run this with a tight end. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Wilson to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, zero.
Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
To throw again on 2nd down, Carr.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Carr. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try to get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
At have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give up the middle to Akers. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Gibson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. Finding space at the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quran Williams. And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll go again here with Akers.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Carr.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Lewis Cine, and the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So when your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Going right back to Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to... Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Got it.
Here's Wilson.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside, who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl. And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
Carr now on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to let it fly. Touchdown Colts.
Rashad Bateman,
55 yards.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back